Squirt, will you be my co-host for Owning Your Business podcast after dark?
I love you, cuz, but
Bruh. Ooh, all right. If you're an entrepreneur and you're doing family, you're doing business with family, make sure, like some relationships worth it. Yo, what up, y'all? Welcome to All in Your Business podcast. I'm your host, Keisha Cool, and that's cool with the K. Here on this podcast, we talk real, raw, and relatable content. Now, if you're an entrepreneur and you in business, you trying to figure it out, and you need to be around like-minded individuals, you have a story, you might want to stay tuned because I'm bringing the dopest entrepreneurs, people that I actually know, that I've met, came across, network, and we dropping gems. I mean, like I said, real, raw. No surface level conversation. We going deep. Hence, all in your business, personal and business. So, about my guests, I'm going to give y'all a little backstory. Squirt and I are blood cousins. And she's not just my cousin, like, she's like my sister. You know, we all got that cousin that's like your sister or your brother. Well, that's her to me. And we have a bond that is unbreakable. Until. And I ain't even going to say until because I don't like to speak. But we're going to keep it real. It is what it is, and that's what we're here to talk about. So, best friend, blood, business partner, my other ear, because she's a very, very, very talented individual. Very loving. She's over there making her cheeks clap right now, and it's throwing me off. Anyway, y'all gonna see. Like, we've done a lot of things together, and we had a hiccup. We had a fallout. And we're gonna talk about it today. But like I said, stay tuned because I'm about to bring her up next. Squirt, ready?
let's go.
Remember we had a handshake?
We did. I don't remember that. Sound like that.
Handshake don't even
Sound like
no
that.
more. So how you feeling?
Oh, man. Great.
Those are cute colors.
Thank you.
All right, so how you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. Actually, I'm feeling really good.
You look good. You just
Thank
got off
you.
work. It's
I did.
Friday. It's
Friday. You ain't got no job.
No, I got
You
it.
ain't got shit to do.
No, we got stuff to do. We about to get this conversation in. We got to talk to these people. But
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, how was your day at work?
Oh, it was sweet. I mean, he came out a little bit, but it was sweet. It went smooth. Smooth selling.
Okay. If you don't mind, you want to tell the people, tell them a little bit about yourself and, introduce
Won't
yourself.
tell y'all where I work because I ain't going to be catching me asking me questions. But, however, I am right now currently what I would consider like a engineer. I do mixes for dancers, entertainers, which I'm trying to expand and do be what you would consider like a private DJ. A lot of people can't afford DJs nowadays, and no shade, shout out to all the DJs out there, doing your thing.
That really be scratching.
I'm the one that come through, still give you that DJ feel, that DJ vibe, but affordable. I'll say affordable.
Affordable, not cheap.
Yeah.
Affordable.
But I am teaching myself how to DJ,
Real good at it. I didn't really get to say this in the intro because she was making her cheeks clap. But she is very, very talented, self-taught, and a lot of things. She would say she can do anything, and I believe she can do anything she puts her mind to. Mm-hmm. However, when it comes down to this music, she writes, she raps. She's a performer, okay? Real life performer. She understands it. She brings, just entertainment. We come from a line of talented individuals, you know what I'm saying, very musically inclined, and she played all the instruments. Even the violin. All of them. Even the violin, saxophone, violin, the drums, the keys. I watched her teach herself by ear how to play certain songs, but you knew how to read music.
No, so let me just say this. I played the violin for a year.
I don't care.
I learned the violin in elementary school, and I got tired of getting those blisters for those violinists out there who, you get those blisters. So I turned it around, started, strumming my pain. So, but gave up on that, honestly. And I started, my mom.
It wasn't cool enough?
No, it just wasn't. I wasn't just not
feeling it. She had recitals we came to.
I wasn't feeling it.
Performed on the step, and she.
I did not like it. Oh, God. So. My mom would play Kenny G all the time in the morning, and something about that sound. Excuse me?
I love Kenny G.
Oh, okay. I thought you was about to say Kenny G. I was like, what?
Look, I might not know movies, and y'all gonna get to know a lot about me because y'all be in my business. But yeah, I know who Kenny G is. Okay.
But yeah, she used to play Kenny G every morning, so that was like my alarm clock. So for me, I got prone to that sound, and I was like, what is that? What is he playing? Who is that? And then when my mom introduced me to Kenny G, that's pretty much when I say, I want to play the saxophone. And I picked up an alto sax, and, band class in high school. Shout out to Miss Houston for, really staying on top of me, because 13 years of playing the saxophone, composing, and reading music, I did the damn thing. Drumming, I got into that just by the sound. I love the sound of the beat of instruments. Even down to my voice. I use my voice as an instrument. So I gravitated to the drums and just one day jumped on the drums and just started playing and realized I had a talent in that.
Shorty with the foot. How do you do? I felt like I played ball. I was into sports and stuff like that. That's what I do. But I still got the music. I got an ear for it. I could be a A&R. That's what I wanted to be. I had an eye and ear. However, to see, I feel like we were the dynamic. You know what I'm saying? Where I was great at hook writing. I ain't had time. I'm not gonna say I didn't have time. I let stuff just come to me without a beat, and I'd be like, Squirt. But let's go back. Let's get them the rundown. We bled, but we did everything since we was kids. I mean, not everything, but we always linked up at that one house, and then we got a little older. When I separated, we didn't go our separate ways. We lost contact.
Yeah.
In high school.
Oh, this how it happened, honestly.
Okay.
So I went to the Baskin Robbins off of what's the street name? By Andrews. By Andrews. I went to the Baskin Robbins and I seen Aunt Tom there. And Aunt Tom was like, oh yeah. And I said, Aunt Tom. She was like, go. And I went over there and hugged her. She was like, Keisha and man ran out after the street. I said, really? She's like, we ran out the street. I was like, okay, well, I followed Aunt Tom in that daggone minivan.
That was that day?
That was that day. Went to that minivan, pulled up. Y'all was in the house, but then y'all came out and I met all these dudes.
The hood.
A gang of dudes.
A gang of dudes.
You know what I'm saying? And they became my brothers, laid down line, because that one meetup turned into something amazing, and we created a go-go band. Even though I already had an all-girls go-go band in high school. For those who went to high school with me, y'all already know we had Undefined, in high school. And then I said, you know, when we came together in the go-go band with the brothers, because I was the only girl, wasn't I?
Only female.
Only female.
At the time,
in the keyboard. I was playing the keyboard.
Yeah.
And yeah, we was coming up with a name. I said, well, shit, we could just use Undefined for real. Mm-hmm. And that's how it happened.
Yeah, so we been like, we started making parodies, like, it was together every single day. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like every single day. And she was in a girls' rap group called Bad Habit. Check us. I did interview them. We talked.
Check it out right here.
We had a nice little conversation, and yeah, we going
Be right here.
Right here.
Probably right there.
Yeah. So I supported. Like I saw the connection between the two, and I was like front center. But then a lot of people, they had a manager at the time.
We did,
and it was a male. And a lot of people, when I would go to the shows, would come to me and be like, yo, how can we get... So in my head, I'm like, I'm not a big manager. Why do they keep coming to me? Right. And I get it because I look like them. And the manager looked nothing like... You know what I'm saying? So they would come to me. And then all of a sudden, I don't even know how that came. Y'all just asked me.
We asked you to be our PR, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, hey, if y'all believe it, I'm going to do it. But I got that opportunity to... And I'm the younger cousin. It's bigger than the...
Bigger cousin.
Yeah.
Baby D.
No.
That's Keisha cool. Let me tell y'all something. Keisha was a bully when she was a kid.
Don't listen to her.
She was a bully. Keisha had bangs. Y'all won't believe that, but she had bangs.
Bro, why this is this?
Because we all in your business. They want to know she had the bang. The bang yang, she had it. Before the bang yang was, she had it.
I had a bang.
But she was mean because she used to be like this all the time.
I didn't want the bang. For telling my business. I didn't want the bang. But I had to have the bang with the roller when I showed up at the game. Because it had to be nice and tight when I got there. This is not about me. We talking about you. So we, you know what I'm saying, we vibing with the group. And, you know, life, you start going through things like, they were hot. They were hot before their time. Like today, I still believe the way the world is, like they was ready then, they will be definitely ready now. Like not even ready. They will take off, but that's another story for another day. But anyway, so what happened? Oh, life kind of took a, you know, we getting older, we females going through things, and they broke up. The group broke up, and you know,
we continued the journey.
Yeah, we continued on or whatnot. But then I got my first heartbreak. She broke my heart. She left me and went to Atlanta and lived her best life. And I felt some type of way. That's when I realized how much I cared. It was, well, now I know was an attachment. I be attached. I be connected deep. I be in my feels deep. And I was a little, I wrote her an email like, oh, don't leave. Like, what you doing? I promise you, if I get a chance to find this email.
You still got the email?
I gotta go into the Too Cool or the.
Okay, when she find that email, we go on
And yeah, but we can still text it. If we come up with the email, please attach it, because I definitely, And, but I had to learn to let go. But it's still something I had never experienced. Like, I didn't want to lose my cousin again. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it was. But anyway,
That was gay. I know. Sorry.
Here you go. Don't mind the gay, y'all. Like, we segment saying it forever. Don't take it personal. Cancel us, whatever that means. Yeah. So we are here, and I get an artist, and I'm wondering how we still gonna be able to do our thing. Still move, because I'm like, yo, we are supposed to be building. We are going to do big things. We are building this. I felt for like we could become business partners in a way. I mean, run a business together for the family. Now, I don't know if that was your vision per se, but it was absolutely mine. Like, us to
I saw it working. See, okay, let's rewind it back. Originally, I wanted Keisha to move with me to Atlanta, but at the time her nephew came, he was born, she wasn't going nowhere.
And my parents, all my parents. I didn't. I mean, would I have left? No, I wouldn't have. I couldn't have left. I couldn't. I still couldn't leave. Yeah. But yeah, my nephew was born and
go.
Yeah, she was out of the door. And it's all good. Like, we still kept contact. I just didn't know how we would still be able to do the pranks. If you go, we got a page where we did a lot of pranks and all the things. We did our thing. Okay, so we diving in. Where do you see? Did you see where we went wrong? Did you have any doubt that because family and people was like, y'all shouldn't do that. Like, live together. Y'all shouldn't go in business together. Did you have any doubt at all? Can you recall having any doubt?
No, because I don't give a damn what people think. I always feel like if there's a will, there's a way. So when I picked up and went to Atlanta, I saw it happening, and it worked. It actually worked, honestly. Sometimes you have to be put in positions to actually know if things are going to work. You won't know until you try.
Right. And see, me, I just was like, I ain't see it, but I didn't see. I feel like we had something that couldn't be broken, like torn apart or anything. I was like, it was still hard trying to figure out what we were going to do, but I feel like going as far as business, I feel like nobody could tell us anything. Like, we could move together, we could go in business together, but no one actually said to us, instead of just saying don't do, no one said do the paperwork. Nobody said that. And that's what I want to kind of really talk about with us. Like, I feel like if we would have had, besides some emotional maturity that we should have, and you should absolutely do paperwork when it comes to business. I don't care who it is and what you think the connection is, just do the paperwork.
I think around that time, back in those days, those days,
those long time ago,
days. I feel like, around that time wasn't nobody thinking about that, because a lot of people were just doing.
I did. I'm not gonna lie. I felt like we should. I thought it because in my mind I felt like it would be something like like a divorce. If you break up, that what's yours is yours and what's mine is mine. Like, we worked it out. We know what we did. That's the only way to try it. But I didn't want to feel like that's what it was about. Like, it was touchy for me to be like, you want to do paperwork? Like, I didn't even know how to approach it, but I know it needed to be done. And I still, even when I knew we needed to do it, I didn't. I went against the gut. I went against it. And
but we did. You know what's crazy? We do have a contract. It's just we never signed it.
I never wanted.
I still got it.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's just something that, like, what I realized it was when y'all was a group, when they tried to talk to me and get me to change y'all's identity, I was like, I'm not doing that. Like, but who they tried to get me, I was like, then they was talking about, like, not with y'all, but then hearing how the record labels was trying to kick me out as a manager.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, but I if that's not what y'all wanted, or with who my other artists, if that's not what they wanted, I would have left freely. You know what I'm saying? But they wanted me, so I was like, we need to really do paperwork. But what's the wording? That's when we started doing copyright on our songs that we never distributed.
Oh yeah.
Or nothing. We still sitting on music and all that because we were scared somebody was gonna steal stuff. Like,
I don't even get mad at that. When I say, all these people in the world, somebody's thinking the same thing you're thinking. You don't think so, but they are. And if it comes out, I feel like, and you had the idea and it came out, that means you're on the right track.
Yeah.
That means stop procrastinating and put the next one out. Don't hesitate.
We ain't had
That's
that
how
type
I feel, yeah.
We ain't had that I wish we had that. I'm not gonna say we wish, so we know now. And like you said, everything happens for a reason, and the only way we would have known, or now know today, it was to go through it. So
yeah, absolutely.
So knowing that we could do this, I felt like we had the best connection. But I also felt like at some point, other energies started to enter the room, and people. Like I don't know that people was in your ear, and there was nobody. You don't give a what people say. I don't either. But I still feel like personal business, and I was too into in your business. Like we cousins.
That's crazy.
We talk about every.
Now you have all in your business.
You know how that came about, though, right?
No. Care to share?
Sure. So all of your business came from one, me being curious about how others are making it as an entrepreneur. I'm like, I get asked, how you doing all this? And then I was curious how others, and then at times people would, because I'm curious and I have questions, I want to know, and I'm real big on people's stories. I be wanting to talk to people, but I want to talk to people who are entrepreneurs, who are like me, people who are doing something in business, and we could have a conversation. But what really, it was people telling me that I'm nosy. I'm not nosy, I'm just curious, and that's just me. I'm very observant, and yeah, so all of your business came to me in that way. Like, I'm not nosy, I'm just curious.
Curious killed the cat.
Yeah, and it's a play on words. I also didn't know how to turn that switch off, like personal and business. What I did in my personal is in my business. I did in my business. I feel like it wasn't maybe it should be a balance of it. I didn't have it. And I just want to know how others was doing it. So sitting down, talking to other people in business, and then you just be around, it's just, the conversation is different. When you talking to people who are not doing, it becomes this. It's just hey, so when you try to go, like, and then you when you real excited about something, so like, I just wanted to create this platform for that purpose.
Okay.
She tried to switch it on me, but yeah, I was going to tell y'all that anyway. This podcast is sponsored by Wear Your Emotions Clothing. Check us out. All right, so once you got back and from Atlanta or whatever, because she did move back after 5 years.
Yeah.
How was your experience, first of all, moving to ATL?
I'm gonna be honest. I love Atlanta. If I could go back, I would. I love it. The hospitality down there is great. They support their people. It's a big difference from up north. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, the vibe's different, and the weather's great. Winter's like 3 days, and then it's over.
Is the winter? Is it
Back
the
to
same?
summer. It might not be the same now, but it was lovely when I was out there. I loved it.
All right, so she got back, and we moved in together. Our first apartment, we moved in together. But this was our second time moving in with each other, and I was like, yo, we got too much talent not to take off now. But we moved together. We was working at Sears and Macy's. Well, she was working at Macy's at the time, but we worked at Sears together. And so if you ever see some videos of us in the office,
Oh yeah,
we was making parodies and stuff like that. We was still getting it, doing our thing. But the vid happened. C-19 happened. Before that, this is kind of before that, right before that, life started lifing for me in 2019. And I went to the Guitar Store, Guitar Center, and bought a mic. And I was like, I need to talk, but I don't want to hear nobody talk back to me. Woo, 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 woo. But as always, I was like, maybe let's do this with Cuzzo. Let's do this. Let's do a podcast. And this was in 2019. So we're not new to this. Absolutely, this is what we're supposed to be doing.
this honestly was the very beginning of when podcast was going on, regardless, but it started becoming a major thing.
Yeah.
Around that time, yeah.
And we didn't have a name for it, but we was just talking. It was therapy. It's therapy now. Like, this is another reason why I wanted to do it, to give entrepreneurs a space to come in, tell their story. I'm a firm believer that your story is not your own, so tell your story. Yeah, and so we did the podcast. Was doing the podcast and living together and having a good time. But life started lifing. Okay, the vid was doing this thing. We just broke out into the clothing brand. I quit Amazon. I just left. I was like, I was waking
we did
up.
Work for Amazon together.
Yeah, we worked for Amazon together too. I was on that truck crying every day. I was like, man, I could be selling shirts like to people, and I just kept watching those videos saying, do it, just do it, just do it. And it took me 10 years to leave Sears, but Sears, like, I was ready to leave, but it took for the store to actually happen to close for me to go. Mm-hmm. So that was like one sign for me. Then when I went to Amazon happened, and then
It was a lot of times with Amazon, honestly.
Then COVID happened. So I'm like, bro, I'm not supposed to be working for nobody. I'm going to take that jump. I jump. No kid, no plan, no nothing. I'm going to just live off selling T-shirts and whatever comes. We're going to deal with it. Because a little check was coming too. Mm-hmm. And I was getting a little check. But immaturity. I was immature. I was doing things
Impulsively.
very, very much. So, did you see those things in me? Like, did you see any red flags?
Absolutely. 100%.
Why don't we talk about it?
I mean, just like you said, when the whole contract thing, you didn't know how to. I feel like around that time, I felt like I didn't know how to use my voice. You get what I'm saying? So I felt like I didn't want to say the wrong things, or, old childhood traumas honestly just came to surface that I realize now. The older you get, you start learning stuff. Going to therapy. Please go to therapy, y'all. Everybody, I don't give a damn if you don't think you need therapy. Everybody needs therapy. Life is life.
The family needs therapy, but even the therapists need therapy.
Yes, but I didn't know how to use my voice back then. So,
okay. Well, I just, and me too, because I was so like, I'm not a person that really, I didn't know how to cut people off, or I knew how to use my words, but sometimes what I say could be like too blunt or too, you know what I'm saying? So I think it started, and I don't think I was I don't think I was reacting or responding, because it got to a point where I felt like I was doing a lot of stuff on my own in the business. And,
but you were.
Huh?
You were.
Oh, you saying that?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
you had, and this is why I realized down the line that because I wanted to get my hands, I was a yes man. I ain't gonna hold you. Like when things, I feel like, because it was the thing where I used to say I can do everything, and in my head I can.
I said
in
that
my
in the beginning.
head I'm an octopus. Okay, I got tentacles. I could put my hands on anything. I am a jack of all trades. I could do any and everything if I wanted to, but however, I've started to realize what is it that I really want to do. That's where I started tapping into, and I realized, I said, damn, we just got finished done with retail. I don't like retail. I really don't. I don't even like talking to people. I don't. Unless it's interesting. So for me, I had to bag back and like look at it and say, okay, I want to do music. Mm-hmm. I want to create things. I became a designer overnight because of you.
I believe, and that's what it felt like. I felt like I was pushing you to do things, and I'm like, at this point, I feel like I could tell you to do whatever, and I didn't like that. I'm like, nah, like we went in, we got the business, because right before the shutdown, we did everything that we needed to establish business. And because you had to have certain, like a retail license to be able to sell merch, to get merch, and things like that. But like, I really started doing things like waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning and doing these fast things. Like, that's where I was. It's not necessarily, and I wanted her to be, and she's a night owl. So when she was going to sleep, I was about to wake up type thing. And then I was like trying to figure out a way that we could work. I'm always just trying to figure it out. But like she said, She didn't like retail and promotion. But
I hate social media. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, I'm not a social media head. Like, I got them, you know, but I don't be on them. And it's just not my thing. Never been. MySpace was the best, but MySpace was the best. MySpace was the best. I don't care what nobody say. MySpace was the best, hands down.
MySpace got me in trouble. So.
Well, that's your prerogative. But anywho, so yeah, so social media was not my thing, and you love to research. The difference is she can listen to people talk. Let's do it. Like, I just want to do it.
And I felt like I was telling her what to do. Like, I didn't like that I had to instruct. And that's partly, too, why I never, like when it came to management, it was hard for me to do it because I didn't like necessarily, I didn't like telling people what to do. Like, I didn't feel like, it just wasn't my thing. I didn't necessarily feel confident enough to be. I'm like, I'm still learning myself. How am I telling you what to do when I don't? What I know now, versus what I knew then, like you can absolutely be one chapter ahead of somebody. So, have you ever seen somebody like in the process of losing weight, and they still big, and you wonder how the hell you were a coach? How? Listen, it can happen. They can absolutely be just one step ahead of you, and because they are absolutely went from 305 to 305 to 287, that's progress. That might be your motivation. So, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know that at the time. I didn't have that mindset. Everything is it's about a mindset. I didn't have a lot of what I know now then. But I knew something. I was just like, what can you do? And the way I responded was emotionally. Reacted to a lot of things. I'm like, yo, I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting tired of telling you or coming up, because I'm always coming up with new ideas too. If she can do everything, and I'm like, we can do everything. We pranking, we making videos, we making music, doing jingles, doing clothing, and it was a lot with COVID still going on. Mm-hmm. So, I had to really sit down and ask myself. It's just crazy because what I know now versus then, I'm just like, damn. I just know that I would have handled situations a lot different, but emotionally, I let my emotions get the best, and because it was personal, I didn't really know how to look at the cousin thing and business thing. Like, I just felt like we gotta figure it out type. But then it's something was getting in the way because you had your own stuff going on. Mm-hmm. And the podcast was therapy. But then, like, so before you got into what we say a serious relationship, because I started looking at certain things and I was like, what is the problem? I'm always trying to figure out what the problem is so we can find a solution. How can we fix this? So certain things, like when I sat down and I said, okay, what did we do before? What was the issue before? Because this didn't rumble. Start now. It started before, and I'm like, so when you know how when you mix business with pleasure, mm-hmm. and I'm speaking on like people that you dated, either a dancer or a singer. When why you looking like
what I look like?
We don't say names on this podcast. Just look, I'm just keeping it 100. We gonna keep it 100, but y'all will not have people coming and we just keeping names. Just whatever. The world is a place out there. But anyway, when you started, like, I feel like that was the problem right there. One of the problems. That was my red flag. I never brought up my red flag. But my red flag was we need to do paperwork, because I started seeing somehow, even with me, because when I started talking to certain girls that knew how to sing and do things, I didn't want it to be in favor of, like, I felt like I could separate the two. Mm-hmm. but I felt like you couldn't. That was my opinion. I felt like I wouldn't let nothing come between, or okay, so let's just say we'll have somebody reference a song, but then 2 years they not together, and we gotta listen to the, you know what I'm saying? We can't do the music because they're on the track. If we would have had paperwork in line, we'd be good. I started doing that. So when I sat down with our podcast, I told myself I'm not letting nobody come, because this, podcasting was supposed to like be our thing back then when it was broadcasting, whatever it was called back then. We remember when Willie first introduced it to us. So I was like, I don't want the podcast thing, but I didn't know nothing about legalities for, is that the right word? Legalities? I'm Lord Jesus. Legalities, yeah. I think that's the word. But I didn't know what we needed. We just doing it. We just showing up every Monday, Friday, Sunday. We got on 3 times a week, right?
Before the podcast? Yeah. It was Sunday, Monday, Mondays, and Wednesday.
We started building a little, like, an audience who tuned in often, but then I started hearing things. And I was like, it's happening. It's happening. But I felt like this was a thing. I understood that I couldn't necessarily. I was like, I don't want to make this personal, but it's personal. This is supposed to be our thing. And then the promotion thing. I'm not seeing promotion for us, but I'm seeing you do it for your significant other. And I was having a problem. I'm like, bruh, I can't see you. Y'all heard her. You see how she said earlier, like, I hate social media, right? But I keep seeing stuff on her social media for somebody else. I was getting frustrated. And then, like I said, everything else was going on. So I'm like, how I initially approached the situation, I'll never forget it, because I was wrong. I was wrong in my intentions. No, my intentions was to talk about it, but it was coming from a angry place, because I already saw where it was going. I was like, this shit about to go down. So when I talked, I'm like, what do you want to do? Like, your timing, what do you, like, you looked at me like, you like, got revved up a little bit, like, because I remember the energy, and it wasn't like, I'm like, what do you want to do? I'm tired of, like, summertime, like, we starting to close. I'm like, you became a designer overnight. I'm like, nah, because you said you could do everything. In my mind, I'm like, come up with something, do something. Like, I need more from you, whatever. But it's like, I felt like I was making you, and I ain't like the way I felt. So, like I said, I had all these emotions and things that was going on. I had nobody to talk to. So what ended up happening was I didn't explode, but I still let all that out. And that's not how I handle stuff. But I realized I allowed that because I was assuming, because of past behaviors, that this was about to be a third situation. And which led to us, like, having to go, got serious, and we had to go out, separate ways. But it wasn't because of I was putting it all on you at the end of the day. I wasn't blaming nobody else. It was literally, I'm just like, yo, I want more for you. I want you to be like the CEO. You be the boss. You say, I'm like, you own this business. Like, let me see you do your part. That's how I felt.
It's one of those things where, you can see great things for a person. You're like, man, I know the potential of this person. That's anybody, friends, relationships, family. You see greatness in somebody, but they have to see it for themselves.
Yeah, and I was that person too. I've been through that. When y'all saw me as a manager, and I'm like, he managing? No. But I was trusting it that y'all, whatever it is that y'all saw me, I'm gonna just go with the flow. But so yeah, like, that was there. And once we moved, and we still tried to, I went into isolation mode. And like I said, life was lifing for me since 2019. But as the years went on, like, life started lifing up until 24. I have been like going through trying to figure out who around me really rock with me. Who, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't really say that my story is like everybody else. Like, I didn't have support. I have a lot of people that support. I probably let a lot of people down because I've been trying to figure it out for a long time. However, people have stuck by me. But there are certain individuals who I thought that was going to be there, wasn't. And what I was always afraid of was getting to a place and then family started to act different towards me. That's the fact that I sat with it and I was like, I don't want that to happen, and then it happened.
See, the way you look at things, you know how you got some people that are family people. I'm a family person, but I take it for a grain of salt. Like, if you show me who you are, I'm going to believe it. And whether you family or not, because I know some people say blood is thicker than water. I beg to differ. Like, there's people out here that's more family to you than your own flesh and blood. And that's just being 100. So when I see people moving a certain way, because we're all our own individual person, like people just have trauma, people have their own problems, and you know, you either for me or you ain't.
Yeah, so with that, I was going through trying to figure it out. But like it just seemed like my circle was looking crazy. Then I was like, is it me? So it became a don't let it be Squirt. We wasn't really going through nothing. It's just the fact that we had to stop the podcast. I was a little in my feelings. This is another thing we started and we ain't blow up. And I'm like, bruh, it's only because of a thing. I felt like it was only because it was your time. I felt like I don't want to sit here and tell you about you. Like I want to correct you. Like, hey son, like kind of work on your timing. Like
I sucked in time. My time is sucked in everything.
Huh?
You said my timing, right?
Oh,
oh my God.
Pause.
But oh my God.
But real talk. That's what I'm saying. Like I didn't want to feel like I was always pointing out the things, and then maybe you not even thinking about to me was what you see on my end. Like I wish, because there's certain ways I could have gone about it that I know now versus just holding that stuff in, and I could just talk about it because I didn't want to seem like I was always coming down on you. So I just kind of let it just be what it's gonna be. I'm just like I'd rather let it just die than to keep like seeming like I'm doing that, and that's not what I was doing. It's just like I just want better for us. That's how I'm looking at it. So, we stopped doing the podcast or whatnot. But then our cousin relationship with my man got a little shaky. I watched too much of that shit. It got shaky because like I said, I was being tested. I was in the space and place, and I was being tested from the situation, and everybody was on my sugar honey iced tea list, and I was like, what in the is going on? And what I think I took from that situation is, everybody that I love, that I said I love you to, that I care, that I cherished, and all of the things, because nobody asked for this love, but this is who I am, and it's just like I felt like they betrayed me, in a sense. Might be dramatic, but that's what it felt like. I kept asking, why do I feel like everybody got somebody and they up against me? Okay. I thought something. It looked like something was moving.
Don't play with me.
Be out in them streets. But So I felt like everybody was up against me, and I was like, young, this can't be it. Not my cousin. And then it happened. And it wasn't a good feeling at all, because again, to sit with the thought, I was like, I don't care about nothing else. Like, don't let nobody else come, but don't let nobody come between us. And to me, that happened. And it could literally be just energy. It's just energy to me. It could be, you gotta watch people in your circle, you gotta watch people around you, because in spirits, I'm big on spiritual. I'm spiritual. Mm-hmm. I'm big on energy, vibes, and frequency. I'm big on that, because you gotta watch who around you, because I was also in a space where I didn't want to do things alone, but I had to learn to do it alone. I'm sitting there helping everybody else and their mother get to places and things, but I was like, you know what? Let me do it for myself.
That was your test.
But you're going to go through things with people in life in general. Family, friends, associates. You're going to go through things. When they say choose your battles, I'll still go to back for this person. This one right here, I don't play with always. She's always had my back. I always felt, even when this mom barked at me, she barked at, y'all listen, she beefed up on me in a video, and I seen it with my eyes. And I was like, yo, what the?
That was definitely a sister moment. That was like,
you coming at me? And I was like, I'm not gonna lie. I went through a repossession. I was going through losing, like I said, every family member that said they were, like, I thought was family. You know what I'm saying? I tried to give them a benefit, friends that I call family. Just little things. I was just like, yo, this can't be happening. So while we getting into it over a situation, this day specifically, I'm pacing the floor because I ain't got no car. Now, I ain't gonna hold you. Even when I got my car repossessed, I found Toro at some point in life, and I was burning a $4.95 up in y'all vehicles, still doing some jobs. But at that time, I could not get a vehicle because I was ready to pull up. She was an hour away. She was sitting in the car like, yeah, and you gonna stop talking to me? Like, I was like, yo, who the fuck is she talking to? Yo, all right. So the thing is, we have a mutual friend, sister, love butt. And while I'm pacing the floor, I was like, yo, I can't believe I'm sitting here ready to go to, I'm ready to pull up on shorty. And I'm sorry if I did like this. I don't know if I did like this to you or not, but
when?
Just now while talking.
Oh, no.
I don't know. Sometimes I be doing, my bad. But we sitting there, I'm pacing the floor. I'm like, bruh, I can't be thinking about hurting the person that I said. That's just not me. I was like,
That wasn't the first time, because again, Keisha was a bully when she was a kid. Okay, so that inner bully probably came out.
Listen, I'm working on me.
Listen, around that time, we all were going through something. And like I said, around that time, back then I didn't have a voice, and I felt like I started having my voice, and then it wasn't just you. I was talking my shit. And yeah, Big obvious.
Big Squirt, not the little.
Yeah.
But yeah, but for me, like, so in that moment, I was like, I'm about to, I was like, who can I talk to who can intercede on our behalf? You know what I'm saying? And I called up Love Butt, and she heard what I had to say, but yeah, she was like, yeah, Squirt already hit me. I'm like, she did? I'm like, how the fuck are we thinking about was calling the same person? To me, that was spirit-led. That was God-led. You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody else. So because I was also in a space where I was trusting my gut in the decisions that I was making and cutting certain people off. Because remember, I told you I'm not the person that really cut people off or let people go. I kind of just let things die. Oh, big scissors now. because my gut, like when it's time for me to let go, I'm letting go, period. Even if it hurts, like, and I realized too, I've been hurt deeper than, if family can hurt me and I can come back, I can tell you no, straight up in your face, no, this is not gonna work. No, no. I can do that now. First, I couldn't do that. So, so we end up scheduling a sit down, and the sit down was, I couldn't wait. I swear, I felt like, dun, 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 dun. I felt like I had a foul. I was like, yeah, because I had to prove my point. And in that moment,
Law and order.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Yo.
And then New York undercover. I was feeling like I had a foul. I was ready. I'm like, son, like all this right here. How you did not look?
Christ.
Yeah, but anyway, the conversation happened, and the fact is that we thought about the same person that could come into. This is why it's important to have certain people in your life, and thank you, Love Butt, for being there. Doing what you do, because it was somebody we knew who wouldn't be biased because it's me, or because, you know what I'm saying. Like, if she sat down, she heard both of us and allowed us to be. I don't think this conversation would have went this way without her there. So we took our time apart, and just did our thing. I don't know how long. I don't know if it was like,
I don't even think it was that long.
It might not have been long to you, but I felt like it was. I guess because was you thinking about me during the process?
That's gay.
It's not gay. I'm asking you a question. Was you thinking was you like?
I probably was. I probably was. I'm pretty sure I was.
I don't remember. She wasn't. She wasn't doing the work. That's why it seemed like it was nothing to you. Huh? Yeah. Right. See, for me, and that could be your thing. Like, whatever. For me though, I took that time to actually sit and think. What, like I said, we were kind of going through. Or I was going through people, like, who, if I'm gonna go through something, if it's worth us coming back, like, I get a chance to set boundaries, because there's something people in friendships and relationships and people don't do right up front. Not growing up, like, I know a lot of people, like, a lot of my friendships and things like that with people, we never had that.
Oh, no.
Never had that. We never talked about boundaries. We never thought about none of that. Just don't cross the line. Simple. But when other variables get into the middle of things, you start saying, well, we need some boundaries. But that's kind of where I was. And I know as far as being in your business, and tell me what you want me to know, and I'll keep I won't be so invested, because I'll be so invested to a point where I make it my own. Like, I'm ready to fight all battles and all of those things. Like, but I stopped. I just stopped inserting myself so much. So, but that don't mean I won't ride. I'm still gonna ride out. However, this was a relationship I thought was worth reconciliation. Because not just blood. I have plenty of cousins. We have plenty of family. But it was worth it to me to salvage our relationship, to come back. But because I also pointed out in my wrongdoings where I could have done things better, where I knew I grew. I'm like, how I could have said things, or whatever the case may be, because I responded in an emotional space. And at the same time, I was actually going through something with someone who I called family, who's not even blood. And to me, it wasn't worth like making back up. Like, I mean, we never talk again, I'm okay. I didn't feel that way with her, and not just because, and it could be a blood thing, I don't know. But I just felt like it was, some things needed to be said, and we talked about. I mean, everything ain't we're gonna keep it 100, but everything ain't for this, we had a conversation about certain things and we set those boundaries, and it is what it is, but we back like we never left. So is that, would you say, do you see a difference in our relationship, or would you say the relationship is different?
I want to say it's different. I still think the dynamic is still the same, of course, but it's a better understanding. Like, I feel like the communication got better. Like, that now it's like, is this what you want to do? Because I don't want to. And then for me, it's like, I could say no. Yes. No, son, I don't want to do it.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And even down to, like you said, with the communication, and I'm here to, like, I personally don't want anyone, and I don't need a world of people, but in my circle, I want people to feel comfortable and, like, know that this is a safe space to talk. Use your voice. Like, you should never not feel like you can't talk.
And sometimes it's not even that. You realize some things ain't for everybody. So, I know who I could talk to about money. I know who I could talk to about relationships. I know who I could talk to about if I had a bump on my ass. I know who to go to about certain things. So you pick and choose your battles. You pick and choose.
Yeah, we talk about that lady. We know who we talk about.
Yeah.
Y'all might know from context, but when we talk about that lady, we know. Urgent Dumbo.
Oh, yes. Yeah. That's crazy you put that up.
But yeah, it's a lot of things. Like I said, you're going to go through things with people, and you just got to know who you going to do the battle with, who you going to battle it out with. And it was, again, there was no disrespect, even though, like, it was like that sister moment that happened. It still was. I realized it wasn't where she was coming from. It wasn't from her heart. That wasn't her.
Oh yeah, no.
It wasn't you. I didn't feel like it was you, and I knew it wasn't. Like, you never showed that to me, and that's why I was like, this is not you. And I thought I was going crazy. I was like, this ain't her. Like, like, you say when somebody show you that, I don't necessarily believe. I still be giving chance. Like, are you telling me this is you for real? Like, no, this is not you. In all my years, I've never seen you. So I was like, I don't know what this is, but I'm willing to give this a try. Another, and then, whether maybe we don't need to do business together. So would you ever do business with another family member?
No. Respectfully.
No.
Respectfully. No. And it's nothing against the family, because we have amazing relatives. We have amazing relatives that want to do great things and are doing great things. But for me, because I think I like things a certain way, and I like to have, like, if I want it to be this way, I ain't got, like, when it comes to mixing music between me and my clients, whatever my clients want, I give it to them, but they trust me. So I don't, if I need an extra, I'd be like, son, listen to this. You know what I'm saying? You be like, I think da-da-da, but they didn't want da-da-da. But that was dope. Yeah, it's just, certain things, that's my lane. That's just my lane. And for how long? Since 2006, I've been doing it, and ain't switch up. I got better. I love it just the way it is. Would I bring somebody else into it?
Yeah. Yeah, so, like, I don't know that I would do business with, I don't know that I wouldn't do it, but I just know what would be in order, paperwork. And just understand the vision, but I can say no. At times, if it, because we might have a family member who has something that I need, and then because it's family, like, they might not have the connection we have, but if things are done in decent, in order, we can be good.
Yeah, we gonna do an event together.
Yeah, we can still do
put business. It on paper and make sure everybody show up and do their part. But longevity, no.
Yeah, no. And even when we came back around, we was just like, we just gonna turn this into the Lasky Thompson and companies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like still, like she still have her things going on, and I still got mine going. Again, it's just the idea. But if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But we just know that we still doing things together. Like it's still because things are just a little different, just a little different. And yeah, so we are here now, and you know, dealing with everything that's coming our way, and I wanted to kind of jump into something because this is not our first rodeo on podcasting.
Right.
Not new to it, but true to it. And what I know, one thing is people love us together. Hence why the brand was called I-Fi, I'll Forever Love You, and staying true to that. Like, if I ever told you I love you, I do. But even if I got to separate myself from you, then I will. But you just keep coming back. You know what I'm saying?
Like a boomerang.
Like just keep coming back. And so many of you that are new to the pod or new to what it is that we do here, I have 3 segments. It's all in your business. Cooking with Keisha, but Keisha ain't cooking. And that's where I talk to entrepreneurs. I talk to entrepreneurs chefs, bakers, bartenders, and we cook it up in the kitchen. We do it, in an entertaining way. It's a real unique way that we're not sitting here. It'll be a different background, and we'll be in the kitchen or at a grill or at a bar.
I'll bring the drinks.
Stay tuned, and here she goes. She can mixologist. But yeah, we got Cooking with Keisha, and then there is All in Your Business After Dark. Now, because of the lifestyle, there's certain content now. The age group, everything ain't for everybody. But when I say we talk real raw, and we go deep. No surface level. We go deep. And we were in the lifestyle of like the dance life, the night life. We did things, and we know people. So I wanted to tap into those people who did things or get to know people. Everybody has a story, but that's where I'm starting out with some of the things that or the people that I know, like that. And I'm talking about like strippers or drug dealers or people who have done time, or who now have changed their whole life around. Because again, we all have a story. Tell it, and I want to talk to those people. But that content is after dark, and it's not for the younger crowd. This is more. I can't stop nobody from watching, but I'm specifically making that for the content is going to be a little juicier and a little more rated R. Okay.
Oh,
so
that sounds dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would, I am doing all of this by myself. However, like I said, a lot of people love to see us together. So, Squirt, I was wondering.
What are you doing?
You looking like
Your knees
that?
touching my knees.
Hold on. Okay, dry. So, I'm wondering, for All in Your Business podcast.
Why you turn around?
Because I need to look at you.
All
when
the time
I'm
we talking, you ain't turning around. So
I have been. You go and look at the video and see I've been doing both.
You ain't turned all the way around.
I'm about to ask you. I'm addressing you. I'm asking you a question. Why you can't look at me? What you gonna want to be? What's wrong with you?
Go ahead.
I want to know. Would you
say it with your chest?
Squirt, will you be my co-host for All in Your Business podcast after dark?
Let me think. All right. Oh my God. All right.
Shouldn't she gonna use her voice? You can say no.
I love you, cuz, but yeah. When you propose things, I think you should do it the right way. So because you brought me on this podcast, I want to do something special for you.
Bruh, hold on, this wasn't, what are you doing? This is, what are you doing? Hold on. What is you doing? I'm about to record on my phone. What is you doing? This is why people think we are together and not.
We are not
together. This is no incest or nothing. That's gay. Okay, hold on.
No, for real. No, seriously. All jokes aside, I've been holding on to this for a long time. It was hard to not give it to you, but I want to give you this.
Can I open it right now?
You can. Where's the?
See, this the big. See what I'm saying? Like you. I'm not gonna cry.
You will.
I'm a G.
No, you're not.
But I don't know, cause now why?
Go ahead, just open it.
Now my heart beating through my chest. Please don't let it be nothing like.
But yes, I'll be your co-host.
You'll be my co-host?
Yeah, I'll be your co-host.
Oh, come on, son. I know I did not want you to. I knew. I just felt it when I. Bruh. Ooh, all right. You lied to me. You said you was trying to do an AI situation.
I did. That's for you.
Oh man, you could have gave me some tissue. For those that don't know, or if you do or don't, my mom passed in November 24th. And she called me and said she was trying to do some AI hug or something. And she's like, send me something with you and your mom. And I didn't have anything. And I was actually having a really bad week already. A really, really bad week. I'm about to throw up right now. Who the neck is this going to fit away? The choker. Hey, bro, why would you do this? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, that's my first game.
You could get a longer chain if you need to.
I got chains in the house, but
yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna this.
Yeah.
Nah, this is hard.
Yeah.
Alright. So I'm gonna put this on later, but damn. Whew. And I wouldn't have guessed this.
I know.
Because I told her that I knew what she was going to do. And I was not thinking this. But when you handed it to me, I thought it was something else. But I was like, nah, my thumb is feeling, I'm feeling something else. All right. Y'all, this was, it's not scripted. It's not like, I don't even know what to say because I'm out of breath right now. I'm trying to my stomach. But, yeah, man, like, this is our story, and I want to hear yours. If you're an entrepreneur and you're doing family, you're doing business with family, make sure, you know, like, some relationships are worth it. Some aren't. Some, I mean, I don't just mean, I don't mean just family, but if you're going to do business, do it the right way, and don't let nothing get in the way. Take care of your business. And yeah. It's my co-host for All in Your Business After Dark. And y'all stay tuned. If you like what you heard today, if any of this was relatable, if you like the rawness, the real, go ahead and leave a comment. If you got any feedback you want to give to us, go ahead. But yeah, this is your girl Keisha Cool. And that's Cool with the K with All in Your Business Podcast. And y'all stay tuned. I'll see you